What up, y'all? It's your boy Anton. This is the Jason File Show. I'm here with my co-host, brother Jay Camp, aka No AKA today. What is
No
going
A
on in these streets?
factuals, man. No AKA today, man. We just
No AKA.
AKAing. We AKAing him. We all him today.
All right, yeah, we just him. I'm gonna be him. I'm gonna be Himberlin and Magoo today. That's me today.
That
Himberlin and Magoo.
that hurts me too, man. That Himberland.
But if you
Oh my
don't, yeah.
God, bro.
If you know, you know. You clicked on the link, so you know that we're going to be reviewing him, the new movie that just dropped today. I guess you could have saw it last night, like Jay Campion did.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I just saw it today earlier, maybe 1:30 ish. I was very excited. I was in the packed theater of just me and one other dude. It was kind of nice. I felt like I was, you know what I mean? Felt like I had a couple dollars in my pocket.
Right,
Executive,
factuals.
exclusive theater ish. You know what I'm saying? Feet kicked up differently in that today. So it was a beautiful thing. But
I already know. Like I already know that was nice. That's definitely a beautiful
yeah,
thing. It's a great
I
feeling,
would.
man.
I kind of wish I was in there with more people though. I just, because I I wanted to hear what other people's reaction to what I was saying. I'm like, it was just so much imagery that I was like, man, this is bugged out. Is anybody else seeing this? But obviously not. It was just me and homeboy in there watching it.
Hmm.
But wild movie. So let's just go ahead and get into it. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, hit that like button if you like the content. Let us know how you feel about him, this crazy, wild Jordan Peele produced movie. All right, let's get into it, man. We're talking about him, directed by Justin Tipping, produced by Jordan Peele himself, written by Zach Akers, Skip Bronke, and Justin Tipping, starring Marlon Wayans and Tyriq Withers. Uh, have you ever seen Tyreek in anything, any other movies? I've never seen him. I heard he was in I Know What You Did last summer. That's the
Yeah,
only thing.
I was just about to say that. Like I
Okay.
did catch a glimpse of I Know What You Did last summer. That was kind of like my first intro to
Okay.
Tyreek, man. So
All
he's
right.
already putting in that work. So I'm proud of him, man. He's in two movies. Is out at the theaters right now. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
that's beast mode. Off
Holding
top
it
is
down,
beast
and he
mode.
held it down on the acting tip in here.
Hmm.
He really held it down, man. Marlon Wayne was showing off in here, showing the acting chops in here because this is a movie that mm, it requires you to be able to run the gambit of emotions and reflect it
Yeah,
in your acting because it was
yeah.
so many highs and so many lows, so many
Facts.
angry moments, I mean celebrations. Like it was just every emotion that you can think of in here. They had to run that and bring it with the most intensity because that's one movie you can one word you can use to describe this movie:
Facts.
intense. Like intense, start to finish, pretty much, start to finish. Um, how did you feel about the movie without spoiling anything? We will issue the spoiler alert when we start getting
Mm.
into spoiler
Mm-hmm.
talk. So, just general thoughts. What did you think of the movie?
I mean, as somebody who just loves sports, and I love the politics about sports, man. I love to break sports down, especially on the
Mm-hmm.
professional level, man, because there's so I mean, even at the college level, there's so much that goes into like getting your best 11. I'm gonna just say football, getting your best
Right, right,
11
right,
on the
right,
field.
right.
There's so many
Mm-hmm.
things that cats have to do to stay on the field because we know
Yes.
competition breeds. It's either
Mm-hmm.
gonna make you wither or it's gonna make
It's
you
gonna make you stand up. Yeah.
stand up, man. So, man,
Right.
to me, this movie touched on like it hit a lot of those notes for me, you know. And again, I get why some people probably don't like this movie because it is jumpy. It's definitely jumpy. A lot of the critiques I've seen, I really do agree with. But I look at movies, at least I looked at this movie like completely different though. Like, because again, like I was saying earlier, like I love to break down like the whole like end to end. of sports and how franchises are run. Like to me, that's fun to look at it that way because it is a semblance of life. Like when you kind of think of it, like how grimy it is when you got ownership, you got general managers, you got agents, you got all these different people involved in the actual like sports dichotomy of how everything plays out. I thought
Right.
that was played very, very well, man. I mean, to me, you got to be kind of like knee deep into that and kind of like paying attention to those things, man, like those subliminals that kind of go on. Like, it's to me, this movie was barbershop talk. That's basically what it
Mm,
is. It's
yeah. I
barbershop
mean,
talk.
like you said, man, when we talk about sports, it is way bigger than just an athletic person knowing how to play the sport that they're playing.
Facts.
There's way more into it. There's the psychology of it. Are you
Facts.
built for, you know, taking the job of your predecessor? Are you
Right.
built to sustain outside of the sport that you play? When you go out in the streets, you might be a recognizable face. Can you handle that pressure when you didn't score 25 points like you were
Hmm.
supposed to and you only scored 10 or you missed the winning shot? How are you going to be able to handle those people saying you are the trashiest player in the league? You know what I mean? The
Hmm.
comments when you're online, the women that
Hmm.
get thrown at you, the
Right.
money that's thrown around. Like, how are you going to? And then, as this movie deals with, some of the things in the background that maybe the ritualistic things, maybe the grooming of people, maybe like it's a lot going
It's a
on
dude. It's
in
it's so
sports
much
that's not
that
about
people
playing the
that
game.
people don't see. Like
Yeah.
95% of it we don't see. We don't see like the archetype. Like we get a glimpse into people's athletic career through the tube. We don't get a glimpse of it like inside the facility. That's why they
Right.
always
Right.
say what happens in the locker room stays in the locker room
Stays.
because a
Yeah.
lot of people on the outside of that won't understand. It's almost like being in the
Hmm.
military, like you a civilian versus somebody who's actually fighting these wars. Like they not having conversations with cats like us. We
Hmm.
civilians, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna really
Right.
be able to
Facts.
understand like why a soldier is keeping that room pristine, why a soldier
Hmm.
gets up at the same time every single
Every
day.
day.
We don't
Every
we
day.
you know what I'm saying? That to me, sports kind of leans into that. You know,
Right.
it's the
Yeah.
different type of dedication that you have, man, to be at that level.
Hmm. This movie's one of the big themes is sacrifice. What are you willing to do to get what you want?
To get what you
And
want.
that goes across the board in life in general, but obviously this movie is talking about being quarterback number one, just to be real,
Mm.
being number one
Yeah.
on the depth chart. You got to take over a wily veteran that's had wild success. Just think
Mhm.
taking Tom Brady's job in New England. Just
Bruh.
think, you know what I mean? Like being behind that, the pressure you have, the whole city is looking at you like, you seen what that other guy did
Hmm.
now. How
Hmm.
you going to, you know what I mean? Like the pressure in that, like we get mad. I mean, I'm not saying us particular, but most people would get mad if somebody say one negative thing about them, either in a post or they might have just heard it from somebody. That's gonna have people tight. Now imagine
Hmm.
millions. Imagine like people talk crazy about athletes, but you have not one iota of a idea of how it feels to be a professional athlete. Yeah, they
Facts.
make millions and millions and millions of dollars, but that person also pays for that. They don't have the freedom you have. They can't walk to the grocery store.
Bro,
You know what I mean? You
when
can't
you
do that
hear
stuff
about you can't do that when you hear about cats like Brian and Tom Brady spending 1.2 million on their body
on their
just to get
body.
just to get right. You know what I'm saying? Like
You have
there's
no
a cost
idea.
to excellence, man. Like
Yes, there is.
even when I've heard stories of cats like getting shot up in the club, like I'm talking about getting like the cortisone joint in the club, or like
Mm-hmm.
having like some type of random robo ice pack on
Right.
the arm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like
Yes,
it's
sir.
it's different.
Man,
This
these
movie
dudes
touched
they
on
go
all of
through
that,
some
bro.
things. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
Uh yeah, I know we've been spoiler free. So before we get into spoilers, if you are watching and you haven't seen this, go watch the movie
Right.
and come back and
And
clock
tap
it on
in
the
on this
time.
part.
10 minutes in, yeah, we'll
Mm,
come back to the spoiler part because it's hard to talk about this movie without getting getting into the
right.
minutia of it.
Facts.
So, with that being said, spoiler alert,
Spoiler.
spoiler alert, spoiler alert. We are here now to the part of the
Hmm.
show. We can say whatever. I guess in general, we could say what the premise of this show was. It starts off with Isaiah, Isaiah White, played by Marlon Wayans, in the championship. This is not NFL licensed, so it won't be the Super Bowl, but that's what basically they were talking about, being in the Super
Hmm.
Bowl. And there's a young Cameron Cade, played by Tyriq
Tyreek.
Withers. Yep. And, fandom. Pops is a super fan of what was it? I know they were called the Saviors. Do you remember what city the team was?
Like
Was it
San
San
Antonio.
Diego? Oh, San
San
Antonio.
Antonio.
That's what exactly
Yeah.
was. Yep. The team is San Antonio Saviors, and little young young Cameron Cade's dad, and the whole family, to be exact, are super fans and sitting
Super.
there and super fans. And Isaiah wins his eighth. No, I don't think that was his eighth championship. I take that back. That might have been his first championship, but over the course of his career, he won 8 chips.
Right. Eight
Uh,
chips, bro. So that
Crazy
already
work,
lets
first
you
and
kind of
foremost.
know like where we heading with this one.
Yeah, for sure. But young King, I always want to call him King K for some reason. Young Cameron witnesses his idol win a championship, and his pop is as hype as he is. So you look at your pops and your idol all at the same time. You see, like, you basically your future in your eyes, like, oh, I want to be this guy,
Pressure.
and yep, the pressure is starting already. I want to be that guy, and this guy over here is pushing me extra hard to be that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Did
yeah,
you get
that's
a Tiger Woods hint off that? I felt like that was like a Earl
what a
Woods
young Tiger.
and
Oh,
Tiger
pops
situation.
Tiger. You can say that. I mean, you can say that. You can say that's the Archie. I don't want to say the Archie, the Manning family, but they, But yeah, I get what you're saying though.
It's kind of cut from that same cloth though.
Right, right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, and they go past that. Now he's fresh out of high school. Oh no, he's not fresh out of college.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? About to be the number one pick, take over for the team that he is absolutely a fan of and has fantasized about his whole life. And then this is one of the things that confused me at first. So I know he's at the training facility. He went back home to his hometown and training facility, and somebody hits him over the head. Is it just a crazy fan? Who was it? I thought it was maybe the coach did it. I was like, well, what happened to my man?
Yeah. That was kind of left unsaid because
Yeah, I'm thinking it was a wild fan
I
or something.
one of the critiques that I watched kind of mentioned that scene, and it was like a big miss of not like revisiting that
Yeah.
because I think that was a bigger piece to the puzzle of like
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like going into the why, like you know what I'm saying, because you needed the where, what, how, and like the why piece of it. Like we needed that,
Right.
like
Yeah,
to complete the plot. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
you
agree.
need that.
I agree with that. Yeah. This movie is definitely not flawless for sure, but a
Nah, it's
lot
not.
going on. But yeah, he gets balked over the top of the wig. Now he has has a concussion. He's lined up to do his pro day, basically, do the combine thing, and they basically just skip out on that, right? Is that's what happened? They skipped out on that
Yeah,
because
had
his head,
to.
because yeah,
The swelling.
his brother, yeah, the swelling, and he got
Yeah,
leaked.
and he,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But that was one of the first moments where he was kind of figuring out the pressures and things was going a little too much. His brother's saying something to him in his ear. His mom is saying different stuff. They're back there arguing like he's not in the room. Like, is he ready for this? Is he not? And this is
Hmm.
you see young Cameron kind of snap and crack in that moment, and he's kind of trying to figure out. Well, he's saying, "I'm all right. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this." Because his pops. What did his pops tell him? His pop said, "This is
Um,
what grown men do. We
yeah, it
fight
was.
through what was he say?
It wasn't fight through adversity. It was fight through something
No,
though.
we.
I mean,
Oh man, what did he say?
I can't remember the exact quote, but it was
Um,
it was
it's
it
gonna
was
pop up.
around like, you know what I'm saying, like manning up and kind of like getting
No
through it. Like
guts,
it,
no glory.
yeah, no
No
guts, no
guts,
glory.
no
Yeah,
glory. That's what he
that that
kept saying.
that's part of the it's part of
Being great.
the
Yeah, yeah,
of the arch, you know.
yeah. Facts. Yeah. But yeah, no guts, no glory. So he's like, yo, I'm about to put it all out on the line to go do this.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
eventually that doesn't work out. He lucks up and he gets a personal call, or his agent gets a personal call from the Saviors and say, yo, we'll give you a chance if you go train with who? His idol, brother Isaiah White, aka
Mm-hmm.
Marlon Wayans. And this is where the show takes a turn for the for the other side. This is where it gets
Facts.
crazy. Craziness. And I can't go through this movie beat by beat, but I know
Right.
it's executed over. Is it over? It's over 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
He's training with Marlon, and just wild is starting to happen, man. Marlon just
I
feels
mean,
unhinged. Unhinged.
man, you
Oh
this,
my gosh.
this part in the movie, like where it kind of takes that turn, is so
Uh-huh.
wild to me because we hear about so many dudes doing these same things. Though I'm talking about like the not just the shots, but like the blood, like the blood taking
Mm.
the blood cell stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
you hear
Stem
about
cells
that
stuff. Yeah.
all the time, man. Like it's crazy, man. Like
Yeah.
that's why that's the part of the movie to me that I love the most because it plays on
Mm-hmm.
that, man. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
you really have to get deep into like the whole psychology of sports to really
Right.
understand this movie like through and through and just
Mm-hmm.
how true to life some of this stuff was.
It's
Outside of the some of the demonic stuff, man, like it really is true
yeah.
to life.
It's a lot.
That sacrifice thing, man.
A lot
Because
going on, man.
like Marlon Wayans, Isaiah White has so many great quotes in this movie about how he sacrificed everything, family.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't
Yeah.
have he didn't really have no shorty. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He sacrificed everything for them chips.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about somebody who
Yeah. He
truly
did.
put it all on the line, man.
Yeah, but he said it. Though. He said it's supposed to be the normal person would say it's God first, family, then football. He was like, nah, man,
It's
it's
football first,
football,
bro.
family, then God. Like, ooh, the
Mm-hmm.
total opposite.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Which
Mm-hmm.
it's craziness, man. There's so many
Yeah.
things that imagery in this movie. Um, when he's they're training and they just strip him naked, and now he's just measuring like chattel. Basically, he's a piece of
Mm.
property at that point. He's just
Yeah, right.
that's crazy.
He said
Uh,
it, man. He
yeah,
said it.
straight chattel with the owners, man. They look at him like owners. You know what I'm saying? These are my property, so let's measure him up, make sure he's good.
Man,
Then it's kind of funny how they was discussed it after they kind of got out of that mode. It's like, hold on, put some
facts,
clothes on,
man.
bro. What are you doing?
It goes to show how much control, man, the owners still have.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like that
facts.
whole Shador Sanders type situation. They was like, "Oh, you think you gonna come in here and run things? Ain't that right, little buddy? We about to make
Mhm.
an example out you, young boy.
Yeah,
We
yep,
about to make an example out you.
yep. You got a
So
couple
many
dollars, Shador. You
subliminals.
got a couple
You
dollars,
got a
but
couple.
nah, you ain't got the
Yeah,
power though.
yeah. It's this different type of power here.
It's
And
different.
man,
Yeah,
this movie played upon that power.
yeah. There's a
Whew,
lot. The imagery. I was taking notes while I
man.
was watching this movie, so I have scattered notes in here somewhere. I'm just looking. Um, there was one scene in the movie where was kind of ill to me, where Cameron he's just walking the hallways because he's in Isaiah's crib or whatnot, and it's just so dark. But he starts hearing the cameras flash, and all of a sudden the cameraman
Hmm.
come out, and then somebody puts a bag over his head, and then
Oh
he's hearing
yeah.
something else out the sound. I'm like, I get it what they're trying to say. Literally, it's just suffocating. kind of just being under the light all day. Camera people, your coach telling you this, your girl is telling you
Mm-hmm.
this. The fans is it's like, man, you're suffocating. So just image wise, like, man, that's
But
powerful right
to
there.
be him, you got to go through that though,
You
man.
gotta go through it. Yes, yes, yep.
If you think about it,
Yes, indeed.
this really was like a great boot camp though for him. Because that's he 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 grew up like wanting that moment. And I think Marlon
Hmm.
Wayans is kind of like, bruh, like this is different, fam. Like if you really want these eight, if you want to be the GOAT,
Right.
like it's not probably not what
Indeed.
you think, but if you want to
Hmm.
get there, you're gonna have
Right.
to go through these 7 days of, of
Yeah.
mental torture
Right. Destroying the rebuild, man.
and
Making sure you
rebuild.
cut for
You
this.
cut for it. Mm-hmm.
Right. Right. Yeah. Um, I wish because I was, because it's made up of seven. It was 7 days. I think they only put
Yeah.
5 days, but like each one of them had day one was fun. I know day three was leadership. I couldn't remember the rest of them, but I thought that was kind of smooth how they was doing that. Kind of breaking it up into those themes. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to think what else happened in the minutia of there before we get to how the ending of the movie went. Because man, that was a blood
I
fest.
mean,
It was a blood fest.
again, like the different pieces that kind of make the franchises go, like the team doctor, how even he was on
Yeah,
one. He was
yeah, he
soaked
was
into
on
the
one.
game. It was
Mm-hmm.
like he really didn't want to do it, but he was like
Mm-hmm.
almost like Morrow on Alien. He was like, man, I gotta,
And toes because he got to be in there. He
I'm in it to
sacrificed too
win it,
much.
man. And he's like, I'ma
Yeah.
never have a family. Like everybody had
Mm-hmm.
the same kind of story, except for the
Yeah.
owners. Even the owners
Mm-hmm.
still had to, they had to sacrifice a lot to win. Which I guess we can talk about that like once we get towards the kind of like once we
To the
wrap it
end.
up. But yeah.
Man, yeah, it gets diabolical there too.
Mm.
Isaiah's wife, she was creepy as hell, bro, with the blonde eyebrows. It's
Hmm.
always creepy to me. She had black in her teeth, like if you actually
Yeah.
notice it, like charcoal, and I was like, "Ew, what's going on with her?" But
Hmm.
she's kind of like the escort to hell, if that's a good way to say
Yeah.
it, because obviously we haven't got to the end yet, but she was in with everybody else, and not even with not Isaiah. She was really in there with the owners and the agent and all
Hmm.
them. She was a part of
Hmm.
that camp, so it basically means she was a plant. She was a part of the
Off
package. There
top.
you go. She's
Off
a
top.
part of
Yeah.
the package. That's what it was. But keep
That's why
going
they
through the
introduce you
yeah.
to
Go ahead.
cheeks first. They introduce you to the cheeks
Yeah,
first.
facts, facts, facts. Yep, facts. Everybody gets slipped the mick that way easily.
Hmm.
Factuals. Yeah, but I'm trying to think. Well, I'm trying to think. So the part where he was in the what was that called? The hyperbaric chamber, and the
Hmm.
deranged fan came in and tried to
Yeah.
smash him with the rock. That part had
Hmm.
me confused. I was real confused with that and the extra fans, the chalky people that was in
And then came from
chalky
under the
people that was
bench
in
though,
there.
fam.
Yeah, I
Came
was
from
like,
under
what
the
is this?
bench. I was like,
This is kind of
yeah,
it was a little creepy. I didn't
that
get the
part was
imagery on
weird.
that. Hmm.
Like I said, I know Peel didn't write this, but that part
Right,
felt
right.
like Peel to
Yeah,
me.
it did. It was just. I would love an explanation of what they was trying to say about that. I know it was one of the fans that were outside of his complex when they were driving in.
Hmm.
She's like, I don't want you as a quarterback. You're not our quarterback. You're not our quarterback. So I kind of got, what they were trying to say right there. Cause that's just how it is, man. Fans are always divided.
Almost seemed like people that was just in it too deep, and they was just like stuck in some type of like mental like hell chamber or something.
Hmm.
They was like they bodies, they souls was like possessed.
Hmm.
That's what it felt like to
Hmm.
me. Like they were some of the ones who was like in it so deep, and whatever
Right.
part of that ritual that they was like invested in, like they was invested 1,000, 10 toes
Uh-huh.
into it, and they got
Yeah,
consumed. That's what it
it
felt
could
like
be
to
that.
me.
It could be that they were Isaiah believers since he brought them 8 chips. So it was like, oh, you're not our quarterback. I get you on that.
Hmm.
I get
Hmm.
you. Uh, do you think was that imagery in his head though, or did they really get did she really get bodied? I'm still trying to figure that out. Did Isaiah body her for real? And was she one of the bodies that was out there in the field when they was popping off the when they was popping off the rifles?
Man, again, I mean that part kind of threw me off too because I couldn't tell if this was like some type of like daydream or like
Uh-huh. Right.
if it was all in his head from like just the drugs that he was taking, not like
Mm-hmm.
uh stimulating drugs. I'm talking about like the performance enhancing type of
Right, right, right,
drugs.
right, right. Okay.
If it was off of that, or if this was just if it was real. But
Mm.
part of me feels like it was real because Isaiah was too. He was in it. Plus, remember they had the conversation. Hey man, like you remember what it was wild,
Oh
kind of
yeah, yeah,
wild what
yeah,
happened.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He did say, "Oh yeah, I do remember."
Yeah,
Well,
and
I wonder if
and
he was
Isaiah kind of
insinuating
confirmed
there.
it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So that makes it even crazier, though. They just
It
kept it
does.
moving. Bonnie the fan and kept it moving.
They were
They
moving.
went out and popped off some rifles one time. Like,
Hmm.
oh my gosh, it's craziness. I guess moving forward in the story, um, they get a call from his agent and feels like the contract or whatever is ready to go or something of that nature. And Isaiah's wife basically takes him to a club to, I don't know, seal the deal, or I don't know what her point was, but yeah, I mean, it's where it starts getting trippy and you get to meet the owners. The owners are there in their diabolical ways, and they eventually spill out into the. Oh, no, no, I'll take that back. This is where Isaiah and Cam gets their one on one basically. Or is it there or right after that? I can't remember.
It
Now I
was
think
right
about
after
it.
that, but
That was
that
right
was
after that.
supposed to be some type of
The
like
ritual.
yeah, like beginning of the season type. I should
Oh,
say,
that's right. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, because them niggas is over drinking blood and stuff, man.
yeah,
Which was
yeah. That's where the doctor, the team doctor or whatever, he got booked.
yeah. That's when
Yeah,
I thought we was
she
on
bothered
some
him.
um uh what's that movie called? The old '80s joint, man, with Corey Haim and all them. I thought when they made Michael drink the blood.
Well, the boys. What was
Yeah, the
this?
bull. Yeah, yeah, that type of joint.
Man, dude, yeah, the ritualistic ish. Yeah, they was on one.
That's where I thought we was going. I thought, okay,
Uh,
maybe we on some
uh,
vampire ish or something, man. It was
right.
just getting so wild.
A little too much. They were doing a
Hmm.
lot. It was doing a lot. But yeah, then we get the battle between Isaiah and Cam after that. And this is where Isaiah kind of spills the bean because the doctor had been injecting Cam with his blood randomly throughout, and kept
Right.
telling him, "You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later." And finally
Hmm.
get to the ending, getting close to the end, and he says, "This has been the blood of all our predecessors, quarterbacks." You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it was his blood, the quarterback before him, and the quarterback before him. And they're just it's dog.
It
And
was
is
wild,
I
bro.
guess, come on, man. But ritualistic stuff, and they get the fight, and they get the battle, and Cam comes out on top. Uh, he slaps brother Isaiah with the helmet from the heavens above. Had the glowing helmet, and you know, give him some of that righteousness, I guess you can call
Yeah.
it, with the righteous helmet.
Plus he had that new strength,
Oh,
that ritual blood strength
yeah,
too. So he had
true
that
that, true
extra.
that.
He had a little bit of
Yep.
gangster nibs in him. It just
Mm,
went down.
man, went dumb. Now we didn't mention that Isaiah did break his arm though. He snapped that
He
shit up.
did.
Yeah, he hit
Mm-hmm.
him with the. So he was one arm Willie with it for the rest of the joint, but he was going ham hop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, he comes out of the dungeon and comes out on the field, and then you see Isaiah's wife, and then you see I don't know how many people was up there. Was it 4 or 5?
Four. It was four of them. He had the
It was
owners,
4 owners
the
and
agent.
yeah, owners and the
Mm-hmm.
agent. And they're in mask ritualistically, and she's
Mm-hmm.
telling him the contract is ready, he's ready to sign, and he's standing there like,
That was
I
what
don't know.
Mephisto. That had me
Yeah.
thinking about Mephisto right there. I said, "You got to
There's a
sign that
slice of pizza.
contract of El Vagenza, that joint that
Right.
Johnny Blaze
Yeah.
signed." That's what
Your
that was
soul
about to
gone.
be.
The moment your pen touched the paper, soul gone. It's gone
Fact,
immediately.
factual, factual. As soon as the
Like,
ink ain't even gonna dry good, and soul is snatched.
not happening. Brother Cam said, nah, we ain't gonna do that
Mm-hmm.
today. We not doing that today. I see the
Mm-hmm.
evil in y'all ways. I see the devil in y'all. I am better than that. I'm gonna hit
Mm-hmm.
y'all with this axe though. We're about to go ham hot with this axe.
And the blade and Excalibur. He had it a little
Oh,
bit
he
of
did
everything.
Excalibur, your man, on the
Mm-hmm.
goalpost. Ooh,
Yep.
just diabolical.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
this movie right here, bro. So many meanings, so many messages, so many things
It's
said. It's
one
a
thousand
you
percent
definitely need to
subliminal.
watch this multiple times to catch anything. I'm needing the Eric
Yeah.
Voss to be 1,000. I need a
Facts.
Voss to really just drop all the jewels
And
because
break it
it's just
down.
so much facts. At least, yeah, yeah. I need that. It was a dope line in there. I saw her starving to death in prison, and they offer you food or freedom. Do you really have a choice? I was like, ooh, that's deep though. That's deep. You know what I mean? You starving to death, and they offer you freedom of food. And so
Mm-hmm.
you really don't have. You still got to eat. It's just how
You
it
still
is.
gotta grow up, bro. Like
You
you,
still got to
you pretty
grow up.
pretty pretty much eating out of that palm at that point, man.
Yeah.
Which is what the whole situation was really on. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yep.
like again, that whole
Um,
Mephisto situation. Like somebody promised you something that you
right.
really crave and you really want. I think Cade
Uh-huh.
was able to break that cycle because he was kind of thrusted into it. I don't think he necessarily like. It's not like he was born wanting to really just do that, like be a football
Right.
player. Like his pops
Facts.
ushered him into that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I think
Uh-huh.
it was easier for him once he seen the light. Once he
Uh-huh.
got that
Right.
light, you
Right.
know, it was
Yeah.
easier
And
for
I guess
him
that's
to walk
something we
away
didn't
from it.
touch on. We didn't
Yeah.
touch on that part, but he says that he told his dad he was quitting football, and his pops passed a few, months later, I believe. And he always felt like he let his pops down, so that was really his whole motivation for playing football and trying to be the goat. So yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
was that was pretty yeah, that was a real moment right there. A lot of kids and a lot of people probably have felt that before. That's one of
Mm-hmm.
the things about parenthood, um, forcing your dreams on your kids. A
Can't do
lot
that.
of parents
Yeah.
do it. It's hard. You can't do that. People can't live your dream. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you're obligated to tell them what it takes to make it in whatever they want to do, but you can't
Mm-hmm.
put your dreams or your lost hopes and wishes that you had and couldn't fulfill onto your kids because that's a dangerous, slippery slope. These kids
Mm-hmm.
lose their whole childhood training twice a day and going to all these specialized
End
training,
up
especially in today's
like Michael
sports.
Jackson. End up with the
Yeah,
Michael
get
Jackson
the
with the
joke.
high pitched
Yeah,
voice and the
yeah.
white socks. Boy, with the Sammy Sosa
Real
face. I mean,
man,
that's what's gonna
not the
happen,
same
man. Like you
substance.
just gonna end up being so different.
Right.
It's like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
All them prodigies, man. Like we're
Uh-huh.
a lot of them were forced into it, man.
Uh-huh. And he finds out he's being groomed since he was young. He killed one of the people that was in the picture with his pops earlier. So they basically have been grooming him
To
since
me, that
that
was the
moment.
most
That's
diabolical
crazy.
piece
Yeah,
piece of the whole movie when they showed
yeah.
that, because it
But it's so
justified
real.
him. It's
Yeah,
real, man. It
it's too
justified
real.
him breaking out Excalibur. I mean, and the
Yeah,
agent even said, like, bro, we've been watching you. Like,
watching.
you was planted. You are a plant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we
basically. Yep.
you was
Yep.
raised. Hell, he might have had some blood in him from a young seed. You
Early.
know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And
Sir.
and getting Isaiah's blood, man, just triggered it.
It is very possible. Man, grooming, I mean, and they do that to these kids, especially in sports, bro.
Mhm.
Some of these kids get started earlier. They doing grown people training, 2, 3 times a day, especially in the summertime. Oh man,
Yep.
these kids is training
Man, I
so
be seeing
hard.
these kids out in my neighborhood just going dumb, man. Like some of
Going
these
crazy.
like coaches, man, just running them through drills. When I see five,
Mhm.
6-year-old kids like running route trees. It's wow, man.
Bruh, it's crazy as hell, man.
And
I
getting coach
understand it.
getting coach hard though. Like if they
Yeah.
drop a
Oh yeah.
pass, it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
they
Can we?
doing wind sprints. You know,
Right.
they doing suicides. Like
Hmm.
that.
Suicides.
It's
You got to run
crazy,
the
bro.
ladder again. Yeah.
Hmm.
It is. I mean, I don't. It's hard to say if that's what it really takes to make it to the league, but a lot of people say you're just trying to give your child or whomever it is the best chance to make it. I don't think it
I
just
mean,
it's
it's
over. It's a
discipline.
such thing as overkill.
It's
It's good to
overkill
have
though,
discipline for sure, but
but
some
it's
of it is
overkill.
overkill. Yeah,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
agree. Yeah. But it is what it is, man. It's gonna forever be that way because there's a lot of people that, especially kids, I want to play football. And there's a lot of
Mhm.
parents that know exactly what it takes
Oh,
to
you
play
you want to play
football on that
football? You
level.
know,
Okay.
this is what
I,
you're gonna
I
have to do. You know, not
yep.
everybody can just get that Steph Curry and Seth
Hmm.
Curry shooting coach.
Right.
You-
Facts.
the
Yeah.
pops, and he got like the best shooters
Right.
around.
Yeah. Most people are not afforded those gifts. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
You
man.
don't get that training, bro. You don't get that
Mm-mm,
training. But yeah,
mm-mm.
man. The world of sports is crazy. It's deep. It can be dark. It's hard. Um, this show or this movie, I should say, touched on a lot of aspects that most sports shows or movies will never touch on,
We'll never
or
touch
don't
on,
touch
man.
on. They don't touch on them hard enough. So
Peel back a lot of layers.
I commend this film for a lot of that. Visually stunning. The
It's
cinematography
great.
was great. It's definitely eye candy through and throughout. The message gets kind of tough to follow sometimes during the
Yeah,
movie,
yeah.
but
It's real jumpy. It's a little too
yeah,
jumpy. So
yeah,
again, it's one of those times where I'm not going to get upset with somebody being overly critical because the movie
right,
does not have a great flow to it, if I'm being honest.
yeah,
But
yep. It's tough.
because I'm so into sports politics, it
Hmm.
still kept me in because I'm like,
Yeah,
they going dumb right now, like
right.
taking this to like such a level of showing like how brutal, like how some of these people are enslaved to be great.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like they are mind raped to be great,
right.
man. Like
Facts.
it's crazy,
I
man.
mean, yeah, this movie could have been great. To be honest, it's really like
It could have
two,
been.
2 to 3 like scenes, like being replaced. Take maybe like the deranged fan scene out while he's in the hyperbaric chamber, and maybe do a
Right.
flashback to when he did get cracked over the head, just to give us more
Right.
context. It's like
Right.
a few, 2 or 3 of those moments. You switch them out, and you have a great film because you have more understanding and greater flow. That it's really that simple.
Mhm.
If you don't see this in the theaters, it's okay. But definitely check it out on your own time because you once again you can. I hope you check it out in theaters because I want y'all to support my guy, Marlon Wayans and Tyriq Withers and Jordan, Peele. We want y'all to support them for sure, for sure. But watching it at home, you get to rewind. You know what I'm saying? You get
Mhm.
to you get to really double down on the message that's going on in here because it takes some of that, I think, to really get everything. I think when this comes out on video on demand, I bet we can watch it and do a whole another hour or two on it
Oh,
because we'll have
facts.
a greater
Easily.
understanding once again. So
Easily. Easily.
I agree, man. Yeah, I connect with this movie a little bit, man. Fandom, you
Same.
know, me and you are super fans of our teams,
Hmm.
our respective teams, and sometimes we have to check ourselves. Like, come on, bro.
Facts, man. Like I
I
be
ain't got no
getting
check from them. What are we doing?
right, man. I be getting mad at players sometimes, man, knowing good well his knee busted up, shoulder
Right.
done. You know what I'm saying? Like we expect that's the thing. Like them expectations, man, is different for
Right.
athletes, man. Like
Yes, it is.
that's why athletes keep those close circles. Like they only really talk athlete talk with other athletes, like with people who
Hmm.
can actually understand it, man. Because
Yeah.
it's like I can't just sit down and have a conversation with Taylor Swift.
No.
Her whole day is based around being
Right.
an elite pop star.
Hmm.
I don't know what
Facts.
it feels to be that, man.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
pressure.
We can't relate, but it's
Mm-mm.
okay though. It's
Yeah, it's
okay as long as
okay.
you're able to um, proceed with understanding. That's all it is. That's what
Mm-hmm.
in life in general. That's all it's about is understanding. Everybody has issues with certain things, but let's get an understanding why these certain things are what they are. You know what I mean? You
Facts.
might not like it still, but just get an understanding. It'll take some of the edge off of yourself. Just to be real. People are crazy out here in these streets, man. Life is crazy, but just a little bit of understanding will get you and take you a long way for sure. For sure. But him, I'm him, Marlon is him, Tyriq is him is him. That's a crazy movie. I definitely want to watch it again. Shout out to all the folks who did go support this movie. I know it hasn't got great reviews. Judge it on your own.
Hmm.
Judge it on your own. Nightmare gives it a 7 out of 10. What do you give it? Out
That's
of
fair.
10.
About
Yeah.
7.5. Like that's fair. A
Uh-huh.
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but it's good. To me, a
Uh-huh.
7 is a solid movie. I'm definitely
Right.
gonna
Oh
watch
yeah.
it
Hell
again.
yeah.
I may not go to the movies and see it again. I may not have time, but I'm definitely
Mm-hmm.
gonna watch it again. Like for sure.
Word. Yeah. You should go see it, Mama Bear. Yeah, you gotta go see it. I
Hmm.
ain't gonna be mad at you if you wait until it hits the video on
Nah,
demand.
I ain't gonna be
But
mad at you either, man. I mean,
yeah,
I'm such a
thought
fan of Jordan
provoking.
Peele's stuff too. Again, even though
Uh-huh.
he did not write this, this is not his
Right.
script at all. Like they
Uh-huh.
just using kind of like his production studio. But if he stamps something, I'm typically like right there,
Yeah,
because
at least it's thought provoking.
I believe in his vision
Right.
of what he
Yeah.
does. You
Yep.
know.
It's not gonna be a typical movie and it'll be thought provoking. So you can't be mad at
Mm-hmm.
that, whether you like
Mm-mm.
it or not. Somebody attempting to at least move you and get a rise out of you and actually make you think. Yeah, that's good. It's better than
Mm-hmm.
being on TikTok and shit like that. So,
Factuals.
anyways, no doubt, man. Well, y'all go check it out in theaters right now. Uh, Drop a comment below when you do. Come back and watch the spoiler part of the show if you haven't, and check in because I would like to have another discussion on this because I know Nightmare couldn't hop on, so I would love to jump into his mental and see what he said. You say you don't get football? Hmm.
That's
What do you
cool though,
mean by
Marlon,
that?
man.
You
Because
don't like football? You don't get it.
but if you see the movie though, you would understand like the whole sacrifice part because you'll be able to relate to like the parts where people want to just do everything they can to be the best. Like
Hmm. Right.
that you will get
Yeah.
out
Oh yeah.
even outside of football. Like you would get that.
Yeah.
And the
You
people
don't need to
around those
understand
people
football for this.
and the people who's around those people pressuring them to also
Right.
be
Right.
great. And the investment. Like once you're great, they're gonna invest in you 1,000%. But as soon as you fall
Hmm.
off,
Yeah.
them people
Yep.
them people is out of
Immediately.
there. They
Yep.
out of there.
Yep. Yeah, Mama Bear, go peep it out. You don't need to know football to understand this.
Mhm.
You can
Mm-mm.
substitute football for anything. To be
Yeah.
honest, you'll be
Yeah,
good.
this one's different. This one's
Yeah.
different.
Factuals. All right, y'all. Well, appreciate y'all tuning in. I am Anton, aka Himberland.
and
Magoo.
Magoo.
We got Him Jones in the building, aka J Camp. Yeah, that's
Factuals.
just set.
Facts.
I was just in New York looking for that guy. I was on 25th. I was on 125th and Lenox looking for Jim Jones.
Right. That Hemi Hendrix.
No
Factuals.
doubt. But this is the Jason Files. Like I said, please hit that subscribe button if it's first time viewing. Hit that like button to show love. It does help us in the algorithm. You already know. J Camp, you ready to be out of here?
Yes, indeed, man. Friday.
Indeed. Yes, sir. One love, y'all. Have a great weekend. We'll peep y'all on the next Jason Files show. One love.
Peace.